Well, as we start to creep towards the winter months, there's still plenty of outstanding action at Club Menangle over the next few months. I'm joined by the General Manager of Racing, Mr David Wonson, to have a chat about those and also the action at Club Menangle tonight. Well, David, before we talk all things harness racing, once again, the Anzac tribute just simply superb.
Yeah, fantastic. It's great that Ian Richard Evans comes here from the President of Camden RSL, is able to do that. Gustav, the bugler, does a fantastic job, and it's all finished off by a great national anthem sung by Gina Marshall. It's spine-tingling, isn't it?
Yeah, it certainly takes me back to the days of the football. We used to go to the Anzac March, head to the cricket ground and watch all the great St George sides go around in those days because they just dominated those Saturdays, but also the Anzac tribute.
Yeah, you're a bit older than me, Mick, so I'm pretty sure they were great days. I suppose they're the Dragons and Roosters is the great game now, but yeah, it is spine-tingling, and it's a great way to recognise what the spirit is of Anzac Day.
Yeah, it used to be black and white TV.
Yeah, I've sort of got there nearly.
Well, David, a great night of racing here at Club Menangle, highlighted by the fact that Cash and Flow won his third consecutive Bulleye Cup.
Yeah, what an achievement. I didn't really realise that until John Green, his father is the race is named after, came up and said he's won that 3 in a row, and I just thought he was meaning Belinda and Luke McCarthy. But yeah, Cash and Flow, what a great achievement that is. 3 Bill Green Bulleye Cups in a row. And he's not getting any slower in them, like 150s each time. He was back to his best tonight. It was really good to see.
David, due to the fact that we've had some wild weather here at Club Menangle and all over New South Wales, we can't just pinpoint here, but we have had races affected and the Golden Easter egg has been rescheduled.
Yeah, that's correct. Time on an event from Fairfield. We were very, very happy and privileged that Colin Watts asked us to keep conducting the race. Golden Easter egg, a $30,000 3-year-old fillies race. Unfortunately, with all that crazy weather that we did have, we had to put that back. But what's great about it is that we've been able to reposition it on May 14. So basically 3 weeks from today. It comes just after the APG finals, 3-year-old finals, which are on next week. So a fortnight after that, we'll have the $30,000 3-year-old fillies Golden Easter egg. Preference will go for those 7 fillies that were the final acceptors. So if those 7 fillies nominate, they will get first preference into it. But anyone's 3-year-old filly, it's open to everyone. Doesn't matter where you're bred, doesn't matter where you're from. Everyone else is eligible to nominate for it.
We're also on the verge of the regional championships.
Yeah, very exciting. Great horses that have come through the series, and it's only in its infancy. Wolf Stride, the inaugural winner here. The initiative last year, and we've seen with Kerry-Ann Morris winning last year, which was a fantastic thing. It made Channel 9 about her winning the regional final here. It is now like the Super State final. So all the regions have their final on or about May 21. The following week is another $100,000 race. So the best 2 to 3 horses out of all those finals come here and have another $100,000 race. It's a fantastic incentive. Horses up to 70. It's a race that's going to grow and grow each year.
David, we can boast having the fastest track in the Southern Hemisphere. Now we can also boast that we're going to be staging a $2.1 million race in the Southern Hemisphere right at this particular venue.
Isn't it incredible to think that we already have the world famous Miracle Mile, but now we're going to have a race, $2 million, the world's richest race here in Menangle, in the region of Macarthur. The area is booming. Houses are going up across the road in 18 months' time. We could have 2,000 or 3,000 homes over there. I think it's all earmarked now that there'll be an on-off ramp. I don't know if it'll be operating then, but it'll be very close, which will be fantastic for participants and people alike to be able to come straight off that Hume Highway, come straight into Menangle. $2.1 million. It just sounds nice off the tongue there, doesn't it, Michael? $2 million here at Menangle. Who'd have thought?
We don't want to wish our lives away, David, but certainly going to be counting down to that particular race. And as you mentioned, the fact that we're booming so much here at Club Menangle and all the other areas around us, it's going to be wonderful for harness racing here. It's going to be wonderful also for the country club up the road. And it's going to attract a lot of overseas people coming here because it is going to be a worldwide event.
Yeah, that's true. It is for Australian-based horses, but I think it's the attraction of the world's richest race, and I think it's something that the region should get behind. Being here in Macarthur, a developing region, as we said, all these young families are coming out here now, all these housing developments, to have the world's greatest harness race here on our doorstep at Club Menangle. It's just fantastic for the region. I'm sure the local councils and governments will all get behind it and make it a truly memorable event.
Well, particularly this time, and David, we're now emerging from the COVID period where we had 2.5 years of lockdown. So it's going to be a wonderful transition into this particular region, boasting one of the great races and also the facilities that we have here.
Yeah, isn't it nice to say that we're coming out of COVID and people are back, and even you see at the football now, the crowds are back at the football. The vibe's good. I wanted to use the castle, the vibe. It's all about the vibe, but the vibe's good. Businesses are starting to get back on their feet. Club Menangle is, we've just come out of a horrific few years. Who'd have thought, your droughts, bushfires, COVID, floods, but it's the resilience of the people in this region, New South Wales, that we're able to get through it. And there's shiny times ahead.
We'll say there's exciting times ahead would be an understatement.
Yeah. Hopefully, as you said, we're coming out of it. Everyone's enthusiastic. It's going to be a great lead up. It's not going to be something that's a couple of months. The next 18 months are going to be excited leading up to the Eureka. It's going to be fantastic.
Just walking around the stables tonight, David, you can already feel the buzz with some of the trainers talking about it.
Yeah, that's what it's created straight away. I've had people already ring me saying, how do we get involved? I know Harness Racing Australia will give those details out very shortly on how you become a slot holder, but that's what it's created already. People are talking about it. That's a fantastic, and not just in harness racing circles. People just come up that are sport lovers in general, saying, "How do you get involved in this race?" It's fantastic.
Another one of the highlights at Club Menangle tonight, Dave, was the unveiling of the new Semaphore Board, which has been greatly received, and it does look spectacular.
Yeah, the old girl done a job. Fantastic. She was here from the very first meeting we had back here in 2008. It's amazing, people don't remember, but in the first 3 weeks, because it was in that July-August period, it actually blew over. We only had it for 3 weeks, and we come here one race day and it was on its side. Graham Brooks from Brooks Time, he come down and we got it back up and got it going again. She's gone through some heartaches. She's been hit by lightning a few times, the old girl. She survived the floods. She kept ticking over, but a time was right, and yeah, we've got this brand new Semaphore Board. It looks nice and bright, colourful. We'll be able to do a lot more with it. You would have seen we've been able to put the photo finish prints up there. We'll be able to do a lot of advertising, a lot of live advertising for prospective sponsors and sponsors we already have here. It's already creating a little bit of a buzz. I know all the stewards like it, yourself, the judges. So yeah, it's nice. It looks really good.
So what did blowing over here on Tuesday, because after 14 races, we got hit by a cyclone, put us back about 40 minutes so we could run the last 2 races. It was a marathon.
Incredible. It was a similar rain to Miracle Mile Night. The only difference was at least it stopped. Miracle Mile it just stopped here. It was the same front, and we had people going, hey, there's a storm coming, and it was very similar to what we had Miracle Mile Night. Fortunately, it just kept going this time and just didn't plan itself over the top for about 2 hours. But yeah, it was incredible. So after 14 races, and then we got that storm. But once again, the guys on the track done a fantastic job, incredibly, to get through those last 2 races, and the participants were, fortunately they were on board with it, and we got it done.
Just about blew the spots of a Dalmatian.
Wow, yeah, it's incredible, isn't it? But everyone done a fantastic job, and after 14 races, just to get through those last couple, including yourself, including the stewards, it was a really, really hard day. All the staff put in, stable staff, swabbing staff. It was just a fantastic effort by everyone.
Well, Dave, great to catch up, and no doubt as we continue to walk towards the Eureka, we'll have some wonderful information concerning that particular race.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll be talking about it for a long time leading up to it, Michael.